Of the CPI is now joining us. So do we see the CPI or the left parties in totality coming together and disrupting proceedings in the House? What exactly is your close strategy going to be?
I do not agree with you when you are saying disrupting the House. We do not want to disrupt the House. We want a meaningful debate, a sensible, structured debate on issues. And all these scams which you have listed, they are all very serious scams, and Prime Minister has not uttered a word on these scams so far. What is the response of the government?
But the government has said they're willing to discuss it in Parliament. Are you ready to be a part of that?
We'll try to restore that link. Sneha Murdani speaking to D. Raja of the CPI.
But they have not done. After all, it is question of probity in public life. It is question of credibility in public life, and somebody should take moral responsibility, and there should be some political accountability, and there is neither accountability nor moral responsibility. Then what is this good governance that Mr. Modi has been talking about? That's what we have been asking. And after all, India is India. It is a democracy. In democracy, you want the people who are alleged to be involved in such scams should own up the responsibility. What happened when BJP was in opposition?
But my question is, the Congress is saying that till the time these ministers don't go, the Chief Minister doesn't go, they're not going to let the House function because the onus on running a Parliament is solely with the government. You also take that point of view? You also have that position?
The demand is genuine. When there are serious allegations and there are facts, there are evidences available in public domain, and these tainted ministers should step down so that there can be fair, very objective, neutral inquiry that can take place. Then let truth come out. What happened at the time of Spectrum case? BJP was in opposition. There was demand for JPC, and the government of the day didn't agree for that. One whole session, Parliament could not work. Whom to blame? And now whom to blame if Parliament doesn't work? And you cannot blame the opposition parties. After all, in a democracy, government has the primary responsibility to run the House, to run the Parliament.
Right. What is the position of your party going to be on key bills? For example, the GST. The Congress has already given a dissent note on this. You also seem to have some reservations. Also on the important land bill, which of course may come up in the first week of August.
I do not think that land bill can go through. There is no consensus at all. Land bill in its present form cannot go through, and government will have to be very sensible and accommodating. Government will have to withdraw that.
Also GST, the Trinamool Congress is...
As far as GST is concerned, yes, there are certain views on certain issues. There are certain concerns. Congress party has given dissent, and the left parties also are going to give a dissent. Even some other parties are likely to give dissent. That can be taken up in Parliament. That is a different issue. But land bill, of course, even in the all-party meeting, Prime Minister made a reference to land bill, and there is no consensus. Why the government wants to push through such a bill where there is no consensus, and there is a strong apprehension that bill is not for acquisition, it is for grabbing land for the sake of helping some corporate houses. It is anti-farmer, it is anti-people whose livelihood depends upon...
And I'll just come back to the core issue of whether the House is going to function at all or not. Yesterday, the Parliamentary Affairs Minister said that the House should function. There should not be disruptions. If there is an issue, bring it up in the floor of the House. Sushma Swaraj, the Foreign Affairs Minister, is also going to make a statement. Are you going to willing to listen to that statement? Are you, going to let there be some discussion in the House, or are you going to walk out? What is the strategy really going to be?
Do you really believe what government is telling you? First of all, you make it very clear. Is government serious about these scams? What BJP was doing when it was in opposition, and there were resignations when the allegations were made, and case is on. Judicial verdict has not been pronounced, but Mr. A. Raja had to resign, and several ministers had to resign. If Congress government could do that, why not the NDA government?